saying? I don't want to write the song. It's like, man, R. Kelly. Yeah, man.
Oh, I thank God it's on.
R. Kelly did enough, man.
Cause it feels so good to be
outside. Right now I'm talking about downrange, brother. Look at my head. We can't. Everybody knows R. Kelly, man.
Maybe wanna grab a towel and clean my ride. First I'ma throw something on the grill, yeah.
Barbecue music, hey, springtime. I want to play a little barbecue, groove the music, groove too. So we're going to be grooving about my Hornets, grooving about the Knicks, grooving about the Nets, grooving about the Deshaun, grooving about the Yankees. Hey, it's backyard party, baby, backyard party. Let's go, baby, let's go. I knew y'all could feel it.
Just having a backyard party. Yeah.
What's going on, family? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? I'm Nick.
I'm Mike. What's up, folks?
Military Brothers Talking Sports. Welcome, guys, to the show. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. That's the reason why I played that R. Kelly. So I had a great weekend, man. Had a great weekend. You know, my boys took one L. We talk about that a little bit later. Had a great weekend, man. How was your weekend, Mike?
Man, it was good, man. I had my second dose of the vaccine Saturday, so I'm good. Everybody else out here in the world, y'all on your own. It's about me. Nah, man, we still got to take care, man. This thing is still serious. Still following protocol and being safe.
Yeah.
And every day is a blessing. You know that. Just glad to be in the number, man. What about yourself, my man?
Man, a good weekend, man. Great day today, man. Can't complain about anything whatsoever. Just like you say, man, you have to definitely be careful. Do what you're supposed to do. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, taking care of your family. Do take all the protocols and make sure you are safe. That's what's the name of the game, making sure you're safe so you can see another beautiful day like today, man. I mean, today is such a beautiful day, man. I got to go and water my trees, get in my yard a little bit after the show. So, hey, man, I have plans after the show, man. Hey, y'all more than welcome to come join and help me with my yard. Y'all keep I like working in the yard, man.
Not me.
What's going on, Bill? What's going on, baby? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you, brother. Make sure you guys share it. Get out there, get some more people on the show.
D. Moses, what's going on?
All right, man. Chatted with T Champ. Me and D Champ were laughing on Saturday, brother. So appreciate you, T Champ. That brother's all right, man. Ready to get in some convo, Mike?
Always, man. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it, man. Today, man, hey, we're going to start from a different perspective, man. I know we usually highlight individuals at the beginning of the show, man. I felt like it was important for us to highlight this. Family, I was so heated when I saw this police officer drawing his weapon on a service member. Hey, Mike, man, I would like to let Mike start, man. Mike, close off, my brother.
You know, I'm going to just say one thing and I'm going to move forward, you know, on my say-so. There's a lot of people in this world who enjoy black grief. They eat it like candy. And I refuse to give into that. And I seriously believe it, man, because it continues to happen. You know, there's many people who are against this. You have people who sit back and they love when they hear unarmed black got shot, killed. They love to see the mothers on TV crying, all the relatives boo-hooing and going off. They just love it, man, and they can't get enough of it. This situation right here, the sad part is this happened in December, and we're just now getting wind of it. Kudos to this brother for pulling over in a well-lit area, doing what he was supposed to do. I have not seen the video in entirety because there's only so much that I can take. But the still picture right here with both of his hands out the window, not just up, they out the window. And this man aiming his gun at him. And once again, I have to say, it's always out of shape butterball, probably failed the physical fitness test several times and they fudging his numbers. Dude probably couldn't crack 8 push-ups. And to me, it seemed like they were jealous of this brother's SUV, jealous of his rank, jealous of him, and just wanted to give him the hardest time possible. They wanted a reason. They wanted to do something more. That's the only thing I can see, man. And I didn't get it. You know, you peppered them, you're dragging them out, you're being violent, and you know, D Moses says he's about to be a millionaire. I hope so, man. Deserves to be promoted, a double promotion, if you will. It's just horrible, man. I mean, you say service member, and I get it. If that brother was in civilian clothes, it'd still be horrible, man. You know, I get it. So, you know, we'll let the cat out the bag. The bottom line is a black man is not respected or cared about, regardless of his uniform, doing nothing wrong. He didn't have a tag. So let me get this straight. The ride wasn't called in stolen. He didn't leave a scene of a crime. You pulled him over because he didn't have a tag. And it resulted to this. Speak on it, Nick.
Well, this is a couple corrections, Mike. It wasn't the fact that he didn't have the tag. The tag was, you know how you just buy a new vehicle?
Right.
You just bought the SUV. It was in the back window. So that wasn't true. When they said he didn't have, couldn't find it. He did have a tag. He just bought the SUV. But the second thing is, and you know, man, we teach our kids this. When a police officer is about to pull you over, he told the police officer this: 1, do not drive at a high rate of speed. He slowed his vehicle down just to let the police officer know that, hey, I'm not trying to run from you. And you take your vehicle to a well-lit area. He did what he was taught to make sure everyone's safe, because he has tinted windows. So the police officer says, well, you didn't pull over when I asked you to pull over. The guy clearly explained to him, I was going to a well-lit area. I slowed down. So he followed protocol and followed what he was trained to do, to show I wasn't trying to evade you, not trying to leave you or anything like that. I wanted to show, hey, I'm trying to comply. So when he pulled them over, the police officer was so heated, he didn't even tell the guy why he was being pulled over. He said, why do you have your guns drawn? My hands are out the window. I'm not a threat. So why in the world are you have your guns drawn on me? I thank God that young man was calm the whole time. And I'm glad they had the body camera. Appreciate that, D Moses. Yeah, it had to be recorded. They had the camera were recorded. But my thing is that, to your point, C, when there's tinted windows, it's a crime for you to have tinted windows. I wonder, when did it become a crime for you to have tinted windows, driving down a temporary tag? That means the vehicle just got purchased. Just like you were saying, Mike, nothing was reported stolen. There wasn't any type of thing that would cause you to pull this young man over. So other than him being a black, and you can see it doesn't have anything to do with him being a service member, him driving a nice vehicle and him being black, what was your justification of pulling him over?
What was the justification after pulling him over? Because I know last week and the week before, someone shot and killed about 5-6 people. We just had a guy walk in a Texas supermarket, lighted up, and shot a state trooper, magically arrested. They're treating him like he committed one of those crimes. Okay, there's a violation of certain tint, But this brother with his hands up in that uniform, and all they had to do was call certain numbers and verify that he's in the military.
But
I'm sure he had ID.
Watch this, Mike. Even if there's a violation of 10, that's just you pulling him over and giving him a ticket. Not pulling your service weapon on him as if he is a threat. He is he's non-threatening actions. And my thing is that if one person try to justify the action, I said, okay. I said, you sound like, so they said, well, this is happening. He just complied, and then nothing happened. Not talking about, it was a white person, said that I just complied and I went home. I said, you just validated my point. You're somebody white who's never experienced this. Only black people are experiencing this.
But did he pull him over for illegal tint?
They say,
as said, just get ready to chime in. Factory installed. So it was the right tint.
correct.
That's a factory ride. He didn't go get it tinted.
And Mike, my thing is that you see he has temporary tags on the vehicle. Even if you didn't see him having temporary tag, why would you come up to that vehicle? First thing he did, he had his hand out the window. So why in the world would you pull your service weapon out on him and he's not even a threat is the question.
But you just answered the magic question. Not even a threat. And my thing is, even if it was illegal tint, the window is now down and his hands are out. Therefore, more reason to not be threatened.
Hey, he put the window down for his safety and the police officer's safety.
My question is, what could that guy have done to get shot or killed? Because that's really that question that cop looked like he about to ask. Can you just do something so I can shoot? You're doing all the right things. You did pull over in a well-lit area. Your hands are up, windows out. You are complying. I need something else. And this is the problem. They want to probe. Somebody without that type of poise might have flexed, because you know the deal. Once you fight, flight, freeze. If you're not trained in that dude has went to basic training and basic officer leadership school. He trained for that. Everybody not trained to have a gun pulled on them. Average person might have jammed on the accelerator.
And watch this, Mike. I think more police officers, there were 2 police officers on the scene. The one that's recording the event is a police officer stepping behind. So the other, and I thank God he got fired. But the second police officer, what he should have done, you have to learn how to intervene. It's like, hey, hold on for a second. Because you see he's not a threat. Once his hand is out the window, I would have pulled him to the side like, hey, he doesn't seem like he's a threat. Let's put our weapons away, have a conversation, and address it. You can see a service member, so more than likely, we should be okay. You have to be the cooler person, cooler head, and be able to intervene and say, hey, man, and why do you have your weapons on? He's not non-threatening.
So you saying that the second officer should be fired as well?
I don't think the second officer should be fired. But the second officer, whenever someone else come on the scene, they have to learn how to really keep cooler heads down. That's what I'm saying. So he didn't pepper spray him. I don't think he should be fired. But there should be some type of corrective actions addressed to the second officer, like, hey, this is training or whatever. Because he did not pepper spray him. And I understand his partner with his weapons drawn. I can understand he got his weapons drawn. So I can understand that. Because he's like, okay, man, my partner got his weapon out. Something must be wrong here. So I understand he's doing to protect himself. But once you have to be able to be someone that's listening to try to keep the situation as calm as possible.
Well, see, when you say that, that would mean a level head. Let's just say, let's say that was a white female lieutenant. So the thing is, when you say, hey, intervene, it would have been intervened if that was a white female officer, probably Caucasian officer, military. Yeah, it's time to intervene. Hey, he's one of us. But what would have happened? It would have been totally different.
Yeah,
Demos is saying they can't be fired.
He was fired.
One of them.
Yeah, just one of them. Yeah, one of them.
And I noticed that the one that was fired, his last name is Gutierrez. I guess I don't know which one it is. So you let the Hispanic cop go, but you keep the other one. And I'm just curious behind that. And Nick, that's for logical thinking, non-radical, because if me and you were officers, we pulled up on that scene, and we were pulling, we were MPs at a gate of a AT or overseas tour. One of us would have said to the other one, hey, that's an officer, clearly, lower your weapon. Step out. All that violence and dragging him and kicking him and knee lifting and pepper spraying. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Unnecessary. One friend of mine, she was a police officer. She also served. And she said she was explaining to me the reason why a lot of these things happen. A lot of times, these police officers come from maybe another scene or another situation that's potentially got them amped up already. So a lot of time they're already rolling up on the scene, not calm, not composed, probably think about something they probably, dealt with before. I said, okay, I understand that. I said, well, guess what? We need to have better training because everyone deserves to be treated fairly and be treated the same. Why should I deal with the consequences of what you dealt with before? If you cannot adjust or become level-headed, then you probably just shouldn't be the job you should be in.
Now this person who addressed you with this female MP, was she Caucasian?
No, she was black female.
Well, I want to know, why is it that when they come from another scene and roll up, it's only black people that suffer?
No, she was just giving me a perspective from the mindset of a police officer.
I get it, but that mindset only pertains to black people. I don't care what scene you came from. When you roll up on another scene, you don't bring that baggage with you to that relationship. That's a relationship. But my thing is, it's only us that this happens to. She should have said only black people. I teach. If I had a rough class, I don't bring my whatever I had in the next class. That has nothing to do with them.
And that's the point I was making.
I don't even get that scenario, but I understand that. But when it comes to, see, what you was just told is not worth our lives. It's just not.
Yeah.
I saw this scene in the 90s, man. I-26 Spartanburg, black woman driving. She did the same thing, pulled over in a well-lit area. Cop came over there, yanked her door open. Why didn't you stop? Get out of the car. Yanked her down to the ground, and her face is to the ground. Her seatbelt still on. Put his knee on her with the gun straight in her face.
Wow.
It's been going down.
Yeah.
And police officers know that. When you stop somebody, if they got any sense, they're gonna pull in a well-lit area.
Mike,
Can you imagine if that wasn't in a well-lit area?
Correct. And to me, definitely, the lieutenant did everything right. I believe that. But to me, Mike, until they start holding these police officers accountable financially, as well as punitively, as far as in the court, as far as doing time, these judges who are making these decisions have to start holding these guys accountable.
It will stop tonight. It'll stop tonight. But you know what's amazing? And I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. When that brother killed that Caucasian woman a few years ago, the year didn't go by and he was already sentenced to about 11 or 12 years.
10 years.
Period.
Gave that brother 10 years.
Yeah, he must have knocked one or two off. But that was with ease. She was the nicest, most delicate thing alive. She helped save 12 pigeons from a well. She knitted for the homeless, everything you could think of, she did.
So my thing is and like I said, he's suing for $1 million. He's easily going to get that. Should have been more than that, but hey, it is what it is, man. So hey,
And I'm glad he was in uniform. I don't think it would have came out this good if he wasn't.
He wasn't in uniform, man. It's all good. Hey, man, it's all good. All right, a little sports conversation, man.
Let's do it. Let's go hard on the sports.
All right, man. The Lakers got a win last night. I heard from this guy named Hollywood pumping his doggone chest, beating his
Ron Cole, they call him,
talking about his Lakers. Man, did you see the Lakers? I was like, hold up, Ronnie Cole. See, I'm always the family. I'm the level-headed one, and I have to look at the bigger picture, and I have to educate people on the true evaluation over a situation. I said, okay. I said, let me thoroughly look at the situation for what it is. Ronnie Cole. One, we already know James Harden wasn't even playing. So it's not like you're saying you're mano a mano. Two, we know KD was on minute restrictions. So he didn't like he was playing the whole game. Three, and we know Kyrie Irving got ejected out of the game, for which we'll talk about a little bit later.
That's the only reason the Lakers won.
Yeah. I mean, he make it seem like they were facing that three-headed monster. No, the Lakers wasn't facing that three-headed monster. He wasn't even facing a half a monster. So, hey.
So the question is, I heard AD going to come back sooner than we thought.
We'll see. We'll see. But I'm not taking that away from the Lakers win. And see, the Lakers, they did their due diligence, they handle their business. But don't make it seem like, the 7-game series, y'all going to beat them Nets. No.
That's what he said. At full staff, they got him. Word on the street.
Huh. Yeah, you already know it. No. That won't happen.
Full staff LA. I'd like to see it.
Man, Lakers are not going to beat them boys full staff, man.
Hey, stranger things have happened, man.
I got you, brother. But I just not seen it. And I'm not.
By then, hopefully Drummond will have himself together.
Hey, now the one thing, man, I can say, man, this is the reason why I don't like Steve Nash, their head coach, bro. Why in the world you not playing DeAndre Jordan? Blows my stinking mind. First of all, you doggone playing Aldridge, starting him at center. Aldridge is more of a power forward. Drummond just had his weight against the darn Lakers. I don't understand that. See, I don't understand, man. I don't understand why in the world they are doggone playing Aldridge more than them playing Jordan. Jordan is more of a defensive-minded player. He's bigger, he's stronger, and I believe he would defend it DeAndre Jordan much better than Aldridge. Drummond just had his way with them. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds, couple of block shots. I'm like, come on, man.
One thing, DeAndre Jordan has been put on the back burner now. See, they feel they don't need him no more because they stacked.
That's the problem.
And they should have put big body against big body.
Yes.
But yeah, DeAndre Jordan's been put on the back burner. Sadly but true, DeAndre Jordan is only a dunker. And when you are only a dunker and you work on nothing else, no jump shot, no drop step, no mid-range, no hook, then when those skills diminish or you meet your match, there's no use for you.
But I think he's more than a dunker, Mike.
Is he?
Yeah. No, yes. DeAndre Jordan is a good defender, and he also rebounds the ball for them. And he gets the garbage. He's like the garbage man for the Lakers. But Aldridge is not thinking like that. Aldridge is not a better defender than DeAndre Jordan. He's not a better.
You giving DeAndre Jordan a lot of credit, man.
No, I'm giving him the credit which he deserves on the Nets team.
So if he's not a garbage man, if he don't pick up the scraps, then what? Offensively,
that's what they need him for. Offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, block shots. That's what they need. Aldridge is not going to get that for the Nets. That's not the type of player Aldridge is.
I'm surprised that KD stayed in the game as long as he did, because it'd been over, but he's just trying to.
I think he's trying to get his legs up on
do something.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get his hey, y'all not trying to get a post. Only thing you want him to get is rebounds, block shots, offensive rebounds, pick and roll. That's all you trying. Alley-oops. Run the floor, get the alley-oop. That's all you need from DeAndre Jordan. That
dude half a rebound a game. That dude gonna get shut down when they play some high-tech competition, man.
Hey, I'll let you know right. And Moses a Laker fan. So Moses, really? You know y'all Lakers not coming out the West? Y'all doggone not.
Who coming out, Nick? Who coming out?
Hey, I done told you. Them doggone Utah Jazz and them Nuggets look pretty tasty, my brother.
Jazz is playing with a chip on their shoulder. Not that chip. Gonna have to get past the Nuggets. The Nuggets shut a lot of people down.
Even though they lost last night, man. Hey, what do we see, Moses? What do we see? Please tell me what we see. I had one hot game. We'll see. Watch this. What did y'all do? Y'all past 10 games. Want to know y'all record in your past 10 games? If you want to talk about consistency, you only won 3 games out of the last 10. So don't be giving me this
7-game slide, and they still only lost 20? Wow.
That lets you know, man. They had a good record. But I'm just saying. Don't be bragging on the doggone Lakers like they did something. And what? All right, here we go. Without the king. Okay, they didn't have James Harden. They had KD. KD is getting his legs up on them. See, I can make a whole bunch of excuses too. All that crying the Lakers be doing. Here we go.
More tears. More tears. Oh, play to the level of the comp.
No. Actually, when they play the Lakers, they play to their level. They had to, bow down. They had to go down to the Lakers level. Lakers need to step the game up. Holla at your boy. But don't worry about it. Hey, yes, I think so, T-Champ. I think so. What GOAT man? Who's GOAT man?
Is that the new name for LeBron?
I hope he's not trying to call LeBron a GOAT. But in his era, maybe. I think in his era, yeah. Because I don't get into that conversation because, as you know, different eras, I don't get in that conversation. Bam.
Hey, I got a little bit of news for you, Nick. I don't know if you heard it or not.
Stop smoking that crack cocaine.
You ready for this one?
What's up?
The Patriots have terminated the contract of the Super Bowl MVP, Julian Edelman, after 11 seasons.
I can understand that.
I wonder where Edelman will go. Won't
go in Tampa.
He ain't going.
Nope. We'll talk about that later.
Man, watch.
They don't have the room. Well, they didn't sign Antonio Brown, so that's really no good big news. Yeah,
hey, him and Tom got history. That's all I'm gonna say. Tom, terrific.
Thank you. Yeah, nobody making no excuses. But they make it seem like the Lakers just won the championship ring or something.
Nick, you knew they was gonna come out the woodwork on that one. Yeah. I heard from Laker fans I ain't heard from in years.
Right. You heard from Laker fan. Well, know why? Because they had won a game in days. All right.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. On to the next one. Let's talk about this doggone this right here, man. We had to talk about this Kyrie Schroder. We have to talk about this, man.
You know what? Schroder was on his way to probably a career scoring game, man.
He was off now. I give him
Yeah.
credit.
Schroder was getting busy with it, man.
What was it?
He was going hard
in the paint.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it. For him to have all type of career highs, man. I just feel that to throw two dudes out for, as my pops would say back in the day, jaw jacking. I can see the tech. Boom, boom. Both of y'all be quiet. To throw them out over words, man, I didn't like it at all. And I'm gonna go here with it, and people can hate it or like it. I didn't like the fact that you had two black men going at it with words, and here comes a little Caucasian referee doesn't like it. Both of y'all are out. That ref need to be fined, suspended. Didn't like it at all. That's the way I seen it. I don't like it.
I respect. We just see it differently. That's
please tell me how'd you see it.
To me, they definitely deserve the tech. And just for information, I used to be an official. I used to referee. So
I can imagine, man.
No, as you know, I think the referee in the NBA is terrible. I've always expressed that. I think it's terrible.
They on a roll. They are on a roll lately.
But
from the NCAA to the NBA.
My thing is dealing with Kyrie, and this is what, and even go back to that Dwight Howard thing. You gotta be smarter than that on the darn court, Kyrie Irving and Schroder. Now, I found out the reason why Schroder got the second tech. When they gave Kyrie Irving, he waved bye-bye. So they ejected him for taunting. So that's why they got Schroder for the second technical foul. So,
okay.
So got it. But my thing
Kyrie got it first.
This is my thing in dealing with Kyrie Irving. When he gave you the first technical, you got to be smart enough to realize your value to the team. Got it. Tech. Somebody needed to intervene. That come on, Kyrie, we need to go work out one tech. You get another one, you hurting the team. So somebody got to intervene in order to try to get Kyrie to refocus in. He wasn't focused on the game no more. He was more upset at what was happening between him and Schroder. So,
and once he walked up on the ref and had to be restrained, had his finger out. Now I don't like at his level.
And that goes what I'm saying. He got to be smarter than that, Mike. My thing
where's Nash? Grab him.
Man, you know I don't like Nash as a head doggone coach in the first place.
A real coach would have walked over there and grabbed him and said, yo.
Put somebody on like, hey, get this guy back up over here in order to get him, get his head back level. But my thing is that as an official, they always tell you, you have to maintain control of the game. I don't know what's going on in that referee head. So he probably felt that it was getting out of control between Kyrie Irving and Dennis Schroder. That's his perspective. He is the person that is actually in charge on the floor. Now they
had other refs.
Huh?
I got what you're saying, man, but he act like they would get they wasn't coming to fisticuffs. It was words.
But right, Mike. But see, your thing is that if that was you probably wouldn't have called a second tech. If that was me, I probably wouldn't have called a second tech. But from that,
know what? I'd have walked over to one at a time or both and said, "Let me tell y'all right now, stop the nonsense, or both of y'all out."
Correct. I'm not.
That's how you roll.
But see,
I've ref too. I've ref too.
But this is my thing, Mike.
Intramurals.
You would not have been wrong for doing that because that's your way of keeping the game under control. So that old man is saying, the referee felt like it was getting out of control, and before it got escalated, he felt like he needed to give him a second tech. That's all I'm saying.
I've been given enough techs in my day.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, don't go there, bro. But as you said, I knew what and what not to do to get that second one. And I will agree with you on that. Kyrie has to know at his level. And I'll say this. I truly believe this. If Kyrie would have stayed in the game, the Nets not only would have won, but we could have also see what Schroder was made out of. He was on his way to a stellar game, probably a career high. And I would have loved to see them battle, man. We missed out on two warriors going at it, and Schroder, breaking fly and going for his against one of the best in the league.
But in addressing what Ace was saying, yes, the referee shouldn't change the course of the game. The referee actually changed the course of the game in all games. One, we already know the referees are biased towards superstars. Superstars get a lot,
especially the ones with big mouths. If you got a big mouth, you're gonna get it.
Hey, Draymond Green, man, he should be thrown out every game as much as he's doggone cursing referees out and all this. So trust me, the referee, man, really show a lot of patience with a lot of those players on the doggone court. And might know about Draymond. We know about Draymond Green. Draymond Green can be thrown out every single game. So they do show some patience. But a lot of these superstar players get a lot of fouls that a lot of other players don't get. And I hate this statement when I hear people say this. Fans come to see the superstars play. No, that's not why I come to pay my money. I don't come to see superstar. I come to see my team play. I come to see the Charlotte Hornets. Mike pay money. He come to see the New York Knicks play. So it don't matter who's on the Knicks team. He's going to root for the Knicks. I hate this.
But if you throw a star out, remember when Tim Duncan got put out a few years ago?
But Mike,
for clapping, he clapped and he got tossed.
Hey,
that ref got fined. I'm with you, T. Overreact, Nick. You cannot speak for all refs nationwide.
No, I didn't speak for all refs. I clearly explained that when you're in the position of authority as far as blowing the whistle, making a call, whatever you observe, that's your call. Just like you said that you probably wouldn't have thrown them out and you would have did with it. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. That's you being the official. You feel like that's what you need to do to keep control of the game.
Was the ref wrong?
No, he wasn't wrong.
Oh, I disagree, my brother.
Why?
He did wrong.
How is he dead wrong?
Number one, basketball is mental, and half of it is trash talk. I was a king. I'm going to trash talk you. But if the ref comes over and gives me a tech or a warning, I'm going to take it for what it is. And on that note, D'Antoni with his broke hip, him and a few other of those coaching staff should have walked out there and went off. I'd have had to get kicked out too.
But Mike, listen at what you're saying. You're not blame. You're putting the ownership on the Nets, not the referee.
On the who?
You're putting the ownership on the Nets, the coaching staff, not the referee. That's not the referee responsibility.
Oh, once the ejections would have kicked off, then I'm getting kicked out too.
But see, that's a choice.
We're going all out.
Watch this.
And I'm throwing a chair.
Watch this, Mike. When a referee gives you a technical foul, the referee responsibility is to explain to you why you're receiving that tech. He gave that explanation to both Schroder as well as Kyrie Irving. It's up to them if they want to listen to it or not. If you keep jaw-jacking like you said, and I've always explained to you.
That is a referee. He is not a principal, man.
Let me finish. And you can definitely say your point. But upon that point, once I've explained to you and told you why I'm giving you a tech, and you keep going off, you keep running your mouth, that means you're not listening to me. And I'm in the position of authority as a ref. I have the discretion to blow the whistle and give you another tech or not. That's his choice. That's why he's on the court.
Okay, I get it. And I've seen people deserve it and beg for it and didn't get it. And you're right, we mentioned Draymond. But the referee is not a high school principal. He's not a teacher where you could just throw people out of class because you feel like it, because you don't think you have control. They didn't come to fisticuffs. They didn't walk up on each other. You ain't had to have 5 or 6 people grabbing them. So because he tells them to be quiet, they should. He owns them right then and there.
Mike, you don't know exactly what the referee told him. The referee told him he gave them a check because from the referee's perspective, he felt like it was getting out of hand. The referee has that discretion to make that. Now, in addressing Ace's point about back, listen, like I told you, I come to see the Charlotte. Listen, let me explain something to you. Regardless of who is on the Charlotte tonight, that's just like, for example, Ace, you a Portland Trail Blazers fan. So you mean to tell me you still not going to root for Portland if one of your players leave?
Damian Lillard get kicked out.
You mean Damian Lillard? You still gonna be there rooting for the Portland Trail Blazers because now you rooting for the team. Whoever leaves Charlotte, I'm still gonna root.
Nick. Let's come on now. We're fans. You telling me you go to the game with your son to see the Hornets, and they throw out Miles Bridges and Scary Terry, and you done told your son this is the game we going to see these two stars. We got front row, and they toss them. Now I'm speaking from a fan's perspective.
Yes.
Nick, Nick, you're speaking as a ref.
No, I'm not speaking as a ref. I'm speaking as a fan.
So why did Schroder get the second tech?
Because of taunting.
Because he waved?
He's waved bye-bye. That's why he got the second tech.
But did he say bye-bye?
It doesn't matter. It's taunting.
Okay. Why did Kyrie get the second tech? Why did Kyrie get the second tech?
Because he didn't listen to the referee, kept running his mouth.
I could have swore I looked at that must have happened in a flash because that ref put two fingers, one over there and one over there, and said y'all out.
No, Mike. Look, you got to go back and watch it, man.
I will.
The first time he gave him the tech, Kyrie he was walking away, but him and Schroder was still going at it.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. When they kept going at it, that's when the referee eventually gave Kyrie the second technical.
But you know what usually happens in a situation like that? One of the coaches will say, hey, go in and get Kyrie. Hey, man, go get Dennis.
Yeah.
Let that thing cool down and die down for a minute because it was just the third. You still had a whole fourth.
And I'm with you, Mike. So to me, the ownership is on if you recognize the value of that player, I would have told him like, hey, get Kyrie. We already got one tech. Because you understand the value of the team.
It happened so fast, man.
No, man, I'm telling you, they should, when he got that first tech, someone should have grabbed Kyrie and got in his ear to get him to understand, like, dude, we cannot afford you to get another technical. Because right now he was heated for, I think he said Schroder called him the N-word or whatever case may be. He's out on roll like that or whatever case may be, and that made him upset. Got it. Whatever the case. But once it's the coach's responsibility to make sure he keeps the team under control.
Brother, man, I'm good on that. But if that was the case, nobody would get a tech. Most of these techs is because people are out of control. Kyrie had lost it. He thought he was still in the street for a hot second.
Mike.
Dennis Schroder took a lot. If it was me, I would have stole Kyrie for walking up on me. I don't care what you don't like being called.
But like
I had to hear this. Because Schroeder said it in a German accent, that made Kyrie even angry. Man, get out of here with that, man.
Man, my thing like this, I don't know what was said on the court. My thing is that the referee made the call. That's his call. Man, that's his call.
Hey, Nick, refs have been wrong.
But Mike, that's still his call. You know, okay. As you say, there are a whole bunch of calls the ref miss, and on the show I talk about it.
When Tim Duncan got tossed out for clapping, was that ref correct?
Yes, that ref was correct.
So clapping is disrespectful?
Why did he clap?
You know why. You know why.
No, Mike. Let me ask you a question. You get ejected out of the game, and I start doing this. Is that not taunting?
It is.
That's why he got ejected out of the game from the ref's perspective. You
talking about Tim Duncan?
Yes.
You're right. You are right. But
yeah, so Tim Duncan was antagonizing and making the situation worse. That's why he got ejected. I'm just telling you why he got ejected.
You're right. Listen, you're absolutely right because he was clapping at the ref's last technical call. So he gave him another one. But this is my thing. You're telling me that because the ref made the call, that they can't be wrong?
This is what I'm saying. When the ref makes the call, that's that ref call. You may not agree with it, but that's the ref call.
My question is, have refs been wrong in your eye?
Yes. Then from my perspective, I may not agree with it, but I understand that's still his call.
I already know that, my brother. Okay, have you ever made a bad call, a wrong call?
I mean, from what I am calling this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. When the ref is making the call based on it not being a right or wrong thing, and from his observation of what he deemed is necessary at that point in time.
So you saying that every time a ref makes a call, it's law? They're never wrong?
No, Mike, you're not.
Technicals, that is.
No, Mike.
Okay, well, check this out. Let's go here with it.
You're not. You come from my point on this.
Me and you come from some places where trash talk is almost acceptable. So I'm willing to go here. And this is what I'm putting on it. I don't want to go back and forth. I believe that ref said, you're going to respect my authority. I don't care if I am 5'6" and 130 pounds and I'm Caucasian. I told your black selves to be quiet and you'll do it.
No, Mike, that's
because I've seen refs let jaw jacking go.
But
some
Mike,
of them don't have it and some will.
But this is
your tolerance and my tolerances might be two different levels on the court.
Now you understanding my point. That's what I'm saying. Whatever call the referee make from his perspective, that's his call.
I get it. I'm just saying that perspective can be wrong. Or, excuse me, geographical.
No.
If you're born and raised in Utah, you don't want two guys talking. You born and raised in New York, Chicago, Philly, and two dudes going at it, you might not necessarily throw them out the game.
But Mike,
I think that referee needs to take cultural diversity classes, man.
But it's not. That's not what it is. That's not what it is because, dude, he's been refereeing for years, coaching black people on the court all the time. So,
and he probably making them black boys be quiet when he reffing. Don't say nothing out here. I'm gonna give you a take. Be quiet. Close your black mouth, or I'm gonna give you a take.
So Mike trying to turn it to a black and white thing in this.
I have turned it. It is turned.
But that's not what it is.
I'm steamed to that dude, man. I'm gonna question his credentials as well. Been reffing how long?
You need to be upset with Kyrie for not shutting his mouth.
I'm upset for Schroder for not decking Kyrie in his face for getting up on him.
There you go. There you go.
Throwing me out. I want the whole shebang.
Oh goodness. Yeah. Talk about your lucky Knicks winning a game.
Hey, don't hate. Don't hate.
How about that? You want to talk about them lucky Knicks winning a game yesterday?
You know what? Please admit you was wrong again. You just knew they weren't gonna get past them.
Oh, what are you talking about wrong again?
You've been wrong. You've been wrong. Period. That's period.
No, listen.
And deep down in your soul, you knew the Knicks was gonna lose when they was down by at least 10. You couldn't wait.
No, the only one I said I was wrong was them coming back to beat the doggone Grizzlies.
Okay, well look. So today
they're gonna beat the Raptors. The Raptors doggone in the bottom seller. I wasn't saying Raptors gonna beat the Knicks. The Grizzlies gave that game away. As I told your boy T-Champ. T-Champ, yeah.
There's no giveaway column. It's an L and a W.
Don't worry about it. The Lakers gonna give them Knicks a hot L tonight. How about that?
Going for the Knicks. Hey, listen, give your boy Barrett some credit too. He's been balling.
Ain't nobody hated. That's the truth.
Has Barrett been balling? Has Barrett been balling?
I said Barrett been balling since right at the beginning of the All-Star game.
Is he clutch?
I'm not giving him clutch.
The last few games he wasn't clutch.
I'm not saying
some Grizzlies.
No, he has been playing good ball. I'm not. Now your definition of clutch and my definition of clutch are two different things. One, the Knicks.
Check this out.
Hold up. The Knicks are not going to put the Barrett in the position to be clutch. The ball's going to go through Randall before it go through
Please
Barrett.
Don't put it in Randall's hand because as of the last few games, I've seen Barrett get clutch. Now let's go back a few when they played against the who Anthony Edwards played for, the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
Anthony Edwards stated, and I quote, "We're glad that RJ took the shot. We know he couldn't close." Since that statement,
defensive playing self going to make a comment about somebody.
I know, right? But since that statement, RJ has stepped it up a few notches, man. And listen, it takes a lot for me to dig deep and give him that type of compliment. Now, I didn't say he was Jordan clutch. I'm just talking about these last few games. More clutch than Hayward.
Hold up.
Not $30,000 Hayward. Excuse me.
Hey,
$30 million.
Now, he won't throw shade at Hayward. You know I'm not a big Hayward fan, but since you're on Charlotte, I think Hayward has actually taken Utah Jazz to the playoffs. And I think Barrett would love to have a contract that doggone Brandon Hayward not Brandon Hayward, but Gordon Hayward signed twice.
You said Hayward is taking who to the playoffs?
Utah Jazz. When he was first with Utah Jazz, he led them to the playoffs.
What that got to do with the Hornets?
Until Barrett make an all-star team, don't you try to put him in the same category
with that Julius Randle. You want Julius Randle or Hayward?
No. He said Barrett. No. Barrett.
Yes, he's been clutch lately. He's been clutch lately.
Hey, as long as he's on the Knicks, he would not make an all-star team.
Wow.
No.
That's the ultimate shade and hate. You need to stop it. That's cutting below the belt, man. All Knick fans unite.
Hey, no.
You need to stop it. You know Barrett playing out of control the last few games. It's all good.
Hey, I said Barrett had been playing good ball. Hey, he's late to the whole screen. Hey, leave it on the eighth dollar.
All the glory.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I got the Knicks tonight, man.
Y'all Knicks gonna win tonight?
I got it tonight. I'm always on positive with them, man. I got them. I think they feel.
Man. You think they'll never lose?
They just shot themselves out, destroying the net. So we good.
Mike, as I told Champ, y'all next 18 games are juggernaut.
Look, man, we'll see. Exactly. Nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Hey, your boy RJ Barrett, my thing is that I like RJ Barrett's shoot percentage. He was 7 or 12, so that's a good high percentage.
Yo, he been getting it in, man. I'm giving him props.
I might. It don't make it sense I haven't given him props and he deserve props. So when he deserved props, I don't give him props.
Well, you did give him a hard time, and so did I. That he was no longer the face. He's playing in desperation.
Yeah. That's
okay.
All I'm saying. He needed 7 games. Now, Mike, you're not going to disagree with this. I said with him being the number 3 pick on the Knicks, Julius Randle need help. And guess what? They expect him to step his game out. He hadn't stepped his game out. Now, he's been stepping his game out, and I give him credit. I said, Randle, actually, be honest with you, Randle's been playing better Barrett's been playing better than Randle.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying, man. Last few games, I think Anthony Edwards made him mad with that comment, man.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. Well, listen, since you want to go back, man, don't act like that the Knicks ain't put David Lee in the All-Star game a few years ago. That Melo wasn't in the All-Star game. Don't diss my man like that. Talking about he'll never make the All-Star game playing with the Knicks. Stop it, Nick. Stop it.
I can't believe this joke is 2-0. You trying to say Los Angeles Lakers and the Knicks 2-0 win? Are you trying to say both of them 2-0? I'm trying to understand. I'm just trying to comment.
Who is that from?
I don't know who my fam is. Dropped that comment. Somebody who a Knicks fan.
Let's do it, man.
Hey, why you want to talk about Cody? Don't worry about Cody. Hey, question for all of y'all. Do the Knicks have a better record than the Charlotte Hornets?
Man, here we go. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey,
enjoy your moment.
Eddie Brooks.
Brother Brooks.
Brooks, we gotta get you saved, man. Cause your I'm gonna send you the crest so your name can pop up. Eddie Brooks and chime in. Lakers, he told Lakers 2-0. You know, hey, I'm gonna have my popcorn tomorrow. Somebody going down the night pot. Going down the night pot.
Hey,
man, you look at
I will hit Brooks soon as we get that dub.
Hey, we don't even have enough time to cover everything else. I'm gonna have to run through these, man. Good.
Man, we did. Yeah. Let's go. Where we at?
All right, man. We're gonna skip the Hornets. They lost. Skip them.
No, you skipped them Blazers.
Hey, the Hornets lost to the Hawks. Blazers lost to the Heat. Celtics demolished the Nuggets, man. And Celtics playing good ball since the trade deadline.
Well, they went on a slide, man. By the time they beat somebody.
Hey, Eddie Brooks said, "Get your popcorn."
That's right. Get it.
Hey, T-Champ, I'm gonna answer my phone. You make sure you call me after the game. Don't run. I'm gonna call somebody. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put you and Michael on a 3-way. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to Brooks too. We're gonna do a conference call. Everybody on the line. But hey, I wanted to talk about this, man.
A-Rod getting busy with it.
Hey, smart businessman did right by the money. Now they're about to purchase the minutes. So Timberwolves, but you know the messed up thing about it? They wouldn't sell the Timberwolves to Kevin Garnett. He wanted to buy him. Yeah. That's why Kevin Garnett was really upset with ownership.
Okay. I didn't know about KG in that.
Yeah. And now, hey, another minority has ownership in the NBA. Now we need some minorities in the NFL, in Major League Baseball, and even hockey. Opportunities, baby. Opportunity. That's what I believe in.
Yeah. And kudos to, Michael Jordan and a few others making great strides. LeBron, as far as, NASCAR and baseball, man, we can do anything. And hopefully Kev will get his just due, man. I'm an A-Rod fan, but I don't like what happened to KG, especially all the work he did for them.
Yep. One last thing, Mike. We want to talk about Deshaun Watkins, man. I don't know if you saw it, man, but seen a couple of females. Deshaun actually slept with a couple of females. Now they're all upset, and that's the same, man. It's more to this stuff, man, than beneath the eye. And this young lady, she came out all distraught talking about what Deshaun did, and I'm like, you know what? There's more to the stuff, man. There's more to what's going on. So it's going to be interesting, man. Once it finally comes out with all to play. Because my thing is that he refused to settle. Now, as you know, Kobe Bryant went in and he settled. And a lot of these cats up, he said, I'm not settling for nothing. Hey, we'll see if we're going to stand up to that. We'll see.
All I'm gonna say is this: he need to go ahead and get that young lady a new wig for one.
Boy, shut up.
And look, Deshaun is young, and I do mean not only his age, but in his mind, he has to learn the hard way. He should have called Tiger and a few other these dudes. You're out here knocking boots, paying chicks. One of them probably said, "Look, I need a little bit more money. You know what it is." Deshaun was like, "Look, I'm not kicking out no more dough. Oh, I've been touched and I've been violated." Then,
hey man, the end of another show, my man. As you know, I'm calling y'all tonight. T-Champ, leave your phone on, T-Champ. Eddie Brooks, if you have your phone on too, I'm calling all of y'all. This game.
Let's do it.
I'm calling you. Hey, he said he's just a friend. I'm a friend now. I am a friend. I'm a friend. I'm calling as a friend. Somebody going down tonight.
Hey, exactly, man. Lakers ain't ready, man.
Oh boy, Mike, having important shots, man.
Hey, let's take care of ourselves. As far as COVID protocol, I'm not going to be an advocate for the first or the second dose, man. But we all know we need to do. Let's go ahead and take care of ourselves mentally. There's a lot going on in the world. One cop getting fired in Virginia doesn't make up for that. A lot needs to happen. And I'm sure, Nick, by now you probably heard the situation in Minnesota. Another unarmed brother is dead. And now Minnesota has to call the National Guard in to help because they're in an uproar, a civil unrest. They're rioting, looting, everything you could think of. And my whole thing is, I don't want our lives to be a bargaining chip, but you must like riots. That's all I can say. All right. You can't keep doing people wrong, man. But other than that, man, let's live, love, and laugh.
Yep, fam. It's been a wonderful show. Look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. Make sure you tune in as we talk about these Lakers and those Knicks. That's going to be the hot topic number one. And
the Hornets lost. We're going to go over that too.
Hey, we're not gonna dwell on the past.
One day is the past, right?
Fam, it's been a great show. As you know, I'm Nick.
I'm Mike, y'all.
Military Brother Talking Sports. Peace.